500 likes for the scariest ghost videos found in 2024. I usually never like to make up stories. If you know me, you know I always tell the truth right away, which is a big lie. But here's the thing, if you happen to be married to a good woman, the question you have to ask yourself is, how good is she? Or, in other words, how good was she back in the day before you met her? Do you mean, like, how good is she as a performer? Is that what you mean? Not particularly, but everyone has a history, and some are darker than others. So, what if, let's say, this lady happened to one day have invited her boyfriend over and stabbed him, then hidden his body somewhere in the house? How would you know she had done that? Here in the next video, we have a couple, or more like, we have a small family. They were playing together at night, and somehow I managed to know exactly the time and the date. The incident took place on December 20th, 2023, around 9 p.m. Maybe I was playing with them, and they didn't know. Maybe I was the one who scared the husband off. Scared him off. How is that so? Do you really want to know what I did to him? Or do you want to know about the terrifying incident? As the guy was about to find where his daughter was hiding, he instead found a far scarier and darker truth. He thought she was hiding in the closet, especially after he heard a sound coming from inside, but he eventually found no one.
What happened? What do you mean?
The door just opened.
I know, but we're downstairs.
Matthew's downstairs?
No. Yes, we're hiding up here.
Heart attack here.
Oh, this is stressing me out.
You're stressed out.
Well, I don't know. I just heard you screaming. I'm totally right there. I don't.
You might need to change my diaper.
Oh my God.
As I told you before, you always have to dig deeper into someone's history, and if not someone, someplace. What if there was a body hidden somewhere under this house? Last night. Sorry, I was about to break down what happened last night when we went to bed for the first time. It was embarrassing, and I was so cold and unable to do anything about that situation. So, last time I featured Chris, he was doing well and healthy. Luckily, he is still healthy, but I am not sure how he was able to escape from the darkness he was falling into. And so am I when it comes to you, my friend. Yes, I'm talking to you, the viewer. How are you willing to escape from the darkness of the internet without a service that can protect you? And that's where Aura comes in. Have you ever thought to yourself, what in the world could be happening out there? And I'm not talking about the outside world. I'm here pointing at the world of the internet. But allow me to be the first person to tell you that you're not using the internet correctly. That sounds like advice only vintage people would give. Yeah, and I'm that one old person who will tell you that using the internet without a service that can protect you, protect your information, and protect your family is a big mistake. That's why Aura is here. Aura is a service that allows the average user on the internet to surface the web without exposing himself to the darker side of this valley of data. Let me ask you these questions. Are you aware that data brokers sell your information to scammers, spammers, and anyone else who may want to target you? Your full name, email, home address, health records, and your relatives, it's all out there. Yes, fellas, that's the sad reality you're living. It's risky to live a life unsecured, and that's where Aura comes in. Aura allows you to see which data brokers are selling your information and automatically submits opt-out requests for you. Cleaning up your information not only helps reduce the amount of spam you get, but it also protects you from hackers who could use this information to help them access your social media accounts, bank accounts, or other sensitive information. Remember what I said earlier about protecting your family. You thought I was over-exaggerating. You disappointed me. Did you know Aura also does so much more to protect you and your family from online threats that you can't see? You also get other features like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without having to download several different apps. It's really easy to set up, and best of all, you get everything at one affordable price. You may think to yourself, well, I do have a VPN, and it's true that you may already have one or two of these tools, but not having Aura is like locking the front door and leaving the back door wide open. Do you really want to be that person? Aura is always on, doing the hard work of keeping you and me safe so we can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. I value my privacy and I value yours. So to make your life easier and safer, you can go to aura.com/spicyhorror to start your 2-week free trial, also linked below in the description. Now let's go back to our main topic. How was Chris able to escape from the darkness he was falling into? Was he going through some mental issues? What's the phone number of his therapist? Why did you jump to conclusions? What I mean by falling into darkness is that he was investigating an abandoned school with a bad reputation, and the video didn't really seem to be hinting at a good possible outcome, and that was part 1 only. So today I brought some toys, or rather, part 2 of that investigation. How does that sound to you, my little angel? Let's keep going until we hit the wall. As I was saying, the investigation didn't end well, so here we are, with this man finding that the door was blocked with a steel cage, which wasn't the case when he first arrived. He was not sure if the cage was there when he arrived. He didn't check the footage yet. Little did he know that would be the end of it. Don't tell me he was knocked from behind and fell to his fate. Well, I wasn't intentionally planning to say that, but since you have brought it to my attention, if he stayed there longer, he would have faced a fate worse than the one you mentioned. Why? What happened? Nothing really. My pizza was cold, and I had to call the police, thinking they would solve the issue. This was my first time reporting a delivery situation, so I didn't know who to call. Now, regarding the terrifying experience Chris had to go through, let's just shine some light on the history of this school. Audubon Junior High School, built in 1922 by architect Walter McCormick, the school served as an educational institution for many generations until declining enrollment forced its closure. Left abandoned, the building became a site for urban exploration. The neighborhood surrounding the school has deteriorated over the years, becoming a symbol of the challenges faced by cities like Cleveland. The area is depicted as dangerous. Chris heard sounds and was a bit shaky when he saw the signs painted on the walls, but when he found these traces on the ground leading to a chair covered in red with bullets on the floor, he knew it was game over.
Wait a minute. This wasn't like this before. Oh crap. I do not remember this being here. Hello? Hello? This is creepy, guys. It's like frozen mold. Oh, there's a bunch. Look at this. Oh, it's a trail of blood. That's crazy. Goes to that door. What the hell? That's vandalism. That's foul. What the hell? Somebody was bleeding. Is this real? What the f? Bro. It's on the f and everything. What? This can't be real. That is crazy. That is. They put 666 on the door. But that does look real. Oh, it's not. Oh. Yo, there are bullet cases. What was that? What was that? Somebody's in there. Yeah. That. That's actually kind of creepy to see.
Chris called the police after he escaped safely, and so he ended the dreams of that one person who was hiding inside, thinking that he finally found a place where he could rest in peace, but little did he know that Chris was never going to hold back. Did you know that the next video is almost a decade old? It was uploaded back in October of 2014, and it's almost 10 years old at this point. First of all, how would we know that before you even told us when this video was uploaded? Second of all, what's so weird about 2014 being almost a decade old? Well, doesn't it feel a bit weird that 2014 is already a decade ago? No, it doesn't. Then I must be going through a tough time. My mental health could be at risk. How about you start breaking down the video itself? Screw your mentality and embrace masculinity. Slap dog. And stop it right there. I'm not telling you to go ahead and slap a dog. That's the name of the father in the next clip. Who in the right mind would call his son slap dog? Why are you asking me? I have never been a parent before. This is the nickname for Josh. Who is Josh? It's the same guy, I just gave him a fake name. Josh was on a trip with his children to Hemel Park, Omaha, Nebraska, on the date mentioned before, and I don't know who would take his children at the time of the day to such a place, but Josh thought it was a good idea, and so did this white figure, who seemed to have been waiting for their arrival for some reason. What a coincidence. The little fella spotted something odd and eerie on the ground, traces leading to a shirt full of red, surrounded by candles. Then they told their father a white figure was peeking at them from behind the tree. It took Josh a year to finally spot its appearance, so they decided to run away. Later that night, Juju thought it was a great idea to go back with his car to find the figure, and so he was stopped on his way by that same unsettling fella.
All right, come on.
What is that?
What's what? Come on. What is what? Candles? Come here. Let's check it out. No, bull. Come on. Come on down here with me. Come here. Guys, come here. Guys, check it out. Come here. Come down here with me right now. Guys, seriously. Guys, come here now. Come here with me. We're going to follow this trail. Hold on, look where the trail. Come here now. Come here with me right now. Come here. There's a black trail and a t-shirt. There's a bloody t-shirt. Whoa, whoa, wait a minute.
Dada! There's no behind the tree!
Where? Where?
Right there!
Where?
Behind the tree!
What tree?
That one! Tree.
Which one?
That one!
Where?
Right there! Dad!
Which one? This one here?
What do you think we're talking about? There he is. Dad, go over there. Right there!
Where?
Oh my god. This is a prank, I know that.
Go! Go! I just saw him. Go! Don't fall! Don't fall up the stairs! Get your flashlight, hurry! He had a white face. He had a totally white face.
Really?
He had a totally white face. I thought you guys were kidding. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Oh my gosh. You weren't kidding.
You did this one up
No.
there. Was that gang guy? Who's that? Dad, you're going the wrong way! Oh my gosh, stop it! You're going the wrong way!
Hello? We saw something really weird up there, man, so if we're gonna go check it out.
No! Dad! No!
We saw a black t-shirt. We're just gonna make sure no one's hurt, okay? Alright, just letting you guys know. Okay, bye. They're gonna send someone to come look!
Then let's leave!
We're gonna check and see
I don't want to see it!
if anybody is hurt. Who is it?
You're playing a prank on us, Dad. We're not idiots.
It's real? Back it up! Back it.
Go!
I'm trying to back up. I can't. I don't want to crash. He's coming back in the trees. He's
Open! Close the window!
What did he have in his hand,
A
guys?
hatchet! Now, try!
No one knows exactly what happened after this experience. Some say it was all staged for the sake of clout. Some say they called the police on him. And some say nothing. I wonder why that section of people said nothing. Have you ever wondered, what do introverts do when they feel like the loneliness they have isn't enough to feed their need to feel isolated? That's a very interesting question, and allow me to say that if you have ever had some inner thoughts as such, then you definitely have more free time than you think, because who in this world would think of such things? But even if you never asked yourself this question, I will give you an answer that will definitely give you at least an idea of what these types of people would do and the approach they could take. Basically, they have to find a place outside their creative box, somewhere empty and cold, where no humans could possibly think of visiting. But since we are living in an era where these places have become the most visited physically and non-physically, it's no longer their first option. Wait, how come people visit these places without actually going there? Have you ever heard of the internet? When people make a trip to explore these places, they also allow others to visualize what they are like from the inside. So we are talking about an investigation taking place in an abandoned Pizza Hut restaurant. I didn't mention anything about the Pizza Hut, but you're correct. That's the building we will be taking a look at. Tom and his girlfriend decided to go there after their friend told them about his experience there, encountering a possible creature in the back freezer of the establishment. They drove, they walked, and so they reached, but they didn't enter. They had to sneak their way inside so the police couldn't catch them. Of course, who would be doing the forbidden in an abandoned restaurant? Forbidden. I meant they were there to investigate, not for anything else. Remember what their friend told them earlier, and the introvert I talked to you about. That's exactly the terrifying encounter who sent Tom scurrying out of this place.
Okay, so we're en route to the abandoned, I believe it's a Pizza Hut. I'm actually not positive what it used to be because I don't live exactly right around here, but a good friend of mine went in there and he was just exploring, and in the back freezer he said he saw some kind of creature. He didn't know what it was. When he saw it, hey, park over here in this lot. He ran because he was so scared. And that was a couple days ago. So I'm not convinced what the best point of entry is because there's this busy street back here. I don't want to be seen. As you can see, it's pretty deserted. There used to be a drive-thru window of some kind. I don't know if they sold slices or whole pizzas in the drive-thru. And then there was kind of a buffet area in here. Some knocked over tables. I don't really know what happened here. I don't know why they shut it down. Maybe it was health rating or just not enough business. Yeah, I've never been here before. I don't know. So we narrowly made it in. This place is empty. Doesn't look up to code. Or that. Here's that drive-thru area. Alright, here. Why don't you go check out over here? I'm gonna take a look back here. Yell if you need me. It sure is dark. Wow, if it was this filthy when they were operating, then it's probably no wonder they got shut down. I mean, just look at that. I don't think this would meet any code. Just all kinds of deposits on there. Look at that.
Oh!
What the hell it was we saw in there. Unfortunately, I don't think I closed the freezer, so it's probably free to move around inside the whole building now. So when I got there, it was closed up, and I think that's how Ken said he left it last time after he saw it. When he ran out of there, he made sure it was closed up.
In the end, you got an answer to a question you'd never have considered. Sometimes, that's where you might find introverts lurking. But remember folks, this video was recorded back in 2016 when this was still a trend. It's been long enough since I last featured Xiao Long. I haven't been thinking about him lately. It was really some cold long nights not having him around. He always kept me warm and cozy. What in the world are you talking about? Oh, sorry, I thought we were talking about that sleeping product I purchased last year. But if you really want to talk about paranormal investigations, here is Xiao Long, the one dude who fears nothing. He went to explore this abandoned building, and he was so scared that he pissed himself. Not like pissed himself off. I meant that he literally pissed on himself. He let this yellow juice all out. He didn't hold back, but he didn't take his pants off, nor did he show us the pants wet. How unlucky. Why are you doubling down on this man? He already had enough, and he went through a lot. But I'm not over-exaggerating. He said that himself. Now the question remains, what scared him to the extent that he had to confess his embarrassment? At first, part of the wall ceiling fell off, nothing so dramatic. Later, a fluorescent lamp followed up, almost hitting his head, and if he lingered around that area longer, the whole ceiling might have fallen on his thick head. He also tried the Mary trick on the mirror, and I don't know about these Asian investigators, but it always seems to work for them. No apparitions this time, just some objects falling. We would like to know what made this man pee. And who told you I lived with him? If I couldn't provide you with the general information about the investigation, how could I be able to give such details? Although it's important to mention that at some point, he spotted a dark figure on the other side of the building staring at him from the window. He ran right to it, which took him years, only to find nothing. Doors were shutting on their own, and a chair was moving from its place, which most likely was the part where this dude confessed his deep, terrifying emotions.
这地雷吗？妈呀！哎呀！吓我一跳！空气对流啊！我带梯呀，试试。 镜子，镜子，请把地狱大门给我打开！镜子，镜子，请把地狱大门给我打开！镜子，镜子，请把地狱大门给我打开！我去你！别人打地狱大门，打窗户干你！ 怎么不听我话了呢？哎，什么人啊？我操！我操！哎！ 这灯管子掉下来了，可能是我撒尿的时候的热气。完了，尿鞋尿裤上的都，操！气死我了！喂，我，这是要砸我的痕迹！去你妈！赶紧出来！我。 谁？ 你至于吗？都尿鞋上了都。塞！去！我现在这个卡吗？谁走道呢？我操！我操你！你妈了个！我操！哎！哎，听见没？哎，我操！我感觉他就在这里。哥，我错了，我不拿你碟了。你让我看看呗，你是谁？咱俩一起瞅一眼。那，哎，我那是人肉啊！哎呀妈，你看那是啥？哎哎哎！啊！那，哎，我那是人肉啊！哎呀妈，你看那是啥？2楼两边，这也不对。哎呦我操！哎！转！出来！哎呀！麦师傅啊！啊！哎呀我操！哎！我操！我操你个傻！哎！哎呀！哎！哎！哎！哎！哎！我操！哎！操你妈
！I wouldn't blame him for admitting such an embarrassment. I would have done worse if I were in his place, but that's the difference between me and him. I would never put myself in such situations. Even though I'm currently writing these scripts inside my old empty house since I moved out, I'm feeling a sense of discomfort. The only talking person on this list who doesn't swear or say the F word. Dude, my house is haunted. That's not what I would say if my own house were to be haunted, because calling people out for help won't actually solve the problem. Frank, who once cried in one of my videos because he liked it so much that he couldn't hold back his emotional tears in front of the camera. But in all seriousness, he was crying due to the haunting of his house. Back then, I said that was it. I was about to sell the farm without telling my brothers. And I also said, this must be it for Frank. He will leave the house for good. You can't tell me a man his age would expose his emotions right in front of everyone just to stay at the same place that caused him this harm. It turns out he is still here. Not here in my house, he is still here in the same house. And the activity is obviously still there. Not only that, but the danger even escalated to the next level. The chairs are still moving. Actually, it's always the same chair. The ghost even made it clear this time that he likes this specific chair. He can even be seen right beside it. Other than moving and throwing it, he also uses it as a disguise for his next move. And how is that? Before he moves the night. In one of the videos, while Frank was enjoying some time alone like any old man in the living room, making sure to complain about the bare minimum, his wife was working in the kitchen. That same chair was pushed, then the cabinet opened. The wife knew her next move, so she left the operation room before she could get hurt. While Frank, on the other side, came to see what was happening, only to be hit by a flying knife. A flying knife, and more to be seen.
Babe, can you make me something to drink? I only got a little bit left. What flavor do you want? Terrible. Hey. Yeah. Hey. No.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to post this video of the female cat's brother staring at the ceiling up above this column. He sat there for a long time, so I grabbed my phone, but this was a video that I forgot I had. I was looking in my files the other day and found it. I recorded this like back in July, but when I come back down here, you see something towards the foyer grabs his attention, then the dining room, it's like he doesn't know where to look. He looks back up, and then something in the dining room catches his attention. He's looking up at the ceiling again. It's weird, both of them. Keep looking up towards the attic. And see, he just sits here, and then he looks up. I'm starting to shake a little bit. But anyway, this was just a video I found. If I find any others, I'll post. But this was, well before we moved out. But I thought you guys might like to see how weird the cats were acting, even the brother of the female. But anyway, watch the other, the female cat, Iris. Watch her. She's freaked out by something. Thanks. Hey everyone, I just wanted to let everyone know, I've been trying to see if I can find any of the old footage that I may have taken but never posted, and I ran across this. I was going through my old hard drives and thumb drives, and this was a video I took, like, I believe last June or July, before me and Ed left the house. We were sitting out on the back deck, and all of a sudden this fog came up, and I thought it was everywhere at first, but it started to seem like it's just in the yard, and it got thicker and thicker. And so I grabbed my camera, and it was just the weirdest thing, because there's a shed in my neighbor's yard. You can see there's no fog over by it, and you can see the lights off in the distance have no fog around them. It was just in my yard. It was really weird, but I never posted it because I thought it was just a weird weather thing. But when I saw it again, I said, I'm going to let you decide if it's weird. We think it is. Look at that. Look at that.
I see it.
That's crazy.
It's moving. The moisture's moving in front of the camera.
It looks like it's
the fog moving in front of the camera.
It's just around the yard. See, look how clear the lights are over there. It's like it's not anywhere but in the yard. That is so weird.
And that's yet another reason why men live shorter lives than women. Women typically identify the problem the first time around and learn to evade it the next. Meanwhile, we often find ourselves 6 feet under before we start taking steps to protect ourselves. Let's talk about Levy and Kathy, the couple we never asked for, but desperately needed. So this is where things are heading in this channel. Nope, but I was just about to discuss the two investigators who may appear to share a deep relationship, but in reality, they never do. In fact, they never even seem to have any kind of depth in their relationship. I just made that up. We also can't forget about Joe. And who is that? How about you also ask me about the entire tree family of these guys? Let's move on, because the past won't return, unfortunately. We start with Levy because he has the weirdest name. He kicked off the investigation by hearing some screams around the building, which obviously triggered him. What did he do about it? He exploded. He just waited long enough before his friends arrived. Then, when they arrived, paranormal activities went to another level, a level that may just scare your soul out of your body. Is it really that terrifying? Maybe. Anyways, before we talk about the group experience, one thing must be mentioned. At one point, Levy was posing with an energy drink in his hand, which may turn you off for a moment, as if you were here for the mature seducing content. However, he was not dealing with a mental issue. He was just taking a pose picture before something moved off camera, which led for him to spook. When the group finally gathered, they found themselves surrounded. By who? The police? No, but rather the sounds. Footsteps, knocks, and sounds of things moving. Levy claimed that sacrifice acts were conducted in this asylum using animals. But when Karen lost her mind, when Kathy lost her mind, due to how scared she was, I knew right away that she was sensing an evil presence. In the end, it all collapsed. I don't know exactly what happened. It wasn't so clear, but it all broke loose.
I don't know if they stopped doing it, but any people that could feel things, any empaths that could feel things here. Empath that can feel things here. I know you could feel me. I know this. I do have an attachment here. I heard a scream earlier. Was that you? Okay. Once I said I heard a scream, it was a scream. I heard somebody there. I'm just taking pictures. I'm just like, I'm not to disrespect nobody. I know you know me, seen me a couple of times, just in case.
How do you say that? Like, that looks. Oh, not bad, see. Oh yeah, well, yeah, we good. All right, it's right there. So the reason why I'm putting a bowl there, because maybe 3 years ago, I came with one of my friends, Romeo,
and something literally moved right behind me. I didn't catch it until I got home and started looking at the footage. I have a question. Are you that shadow that I caught on the 3rd floor? Hear that again? Right? So that was you, right? Remember, it was me and 2 guys. We went to the 3rd floor and I said I saw something. Can you make a sound? Oh. Yo, it's so crazy, bro. You heard that? It's moving. There's something else. There's something here.
You hearing it?
Yeah, behind me.
Because you looked up at the same time. There's walking up there.
Is it kids' faces or maybe something else?
It's really quick, but I'm seeing it. And it's a clear face, but that's all you're getting, a face. That's not cool. Enough already.
But we're in their home right now.
I don't care.
Or maybe they're curious. You don't think so?
Make your point across, but don't do that.
I heard like a ting.
Yeah, that's what...
I hear movement over there now. Oh,
You hear it?
that?
Where's it coming from, though? Sounds like... Okay. Oh, hell no. Yo. No. Mm-mm. No. No. Okay. Oh, hell no. Yo. No. Mm-mm. No.
I still have no idea what happened at the very end that freaked them out. Maybe they heard something we couldn't hear or saw things we couldn't see.
Amp had like a few things here.
Have you ever heard of Steve? Steve Harvey. Is that who you're referring to? No, I was referring to our man Steve in the next video. Steve-O is someone who not only lives in a haunted house with ghosts all around, and not only he befriended them, also gave them names, and almost made them his own pets. Did I mention he already has dogs as his pets? Maybe I haven't, but I didn't for a good reason. I'm about to expose some truth right on your face. What kind of truth? Have you ever heard of a ghost clapping? Clapping like how we human do with each other's. Based on the context of the video, I'm guessing that's what he meant. But who are they clapping though? If I tell you, I might be in risk of losing your attention, your subscription, and even your respect, so I would rather not say so. In reality, these ghosts were clapping his dogs. Are you referring to the man's friends by dogs? No, this time I'm being 100% direct and transparent. His dogs were not having fun with all these orbs and silhouettes lingering around the place while Steve is chilling on his couch as if the world will never end to him. But Steve is built different, not genetically. He is built differently when it comes to the type of orbs he is living with. I was never one of those who dig for orbs. I never considered them a ghostly threat of any level. More like, I have always thought of them to be dust particles. But today, I changed my mind. After using this product for 2 weeks, I have realized I was wrong. Steve was able to communicate with these orbs and give them names and colors.
Hi, Tina. You're the best. You are amazing with me. And I'm going to tell you that I appreciate it. I appreciate you being around me every day. That was Tina, everybody. Wow.
We're gonna have a little talking session, everybody. Hey. you guys can just come to me without my box on. Wow, you're cool. The way you're blinking. Here comes another spirit right here. He's coming right now from the grow tent. Oh yeah. Wow.
Okay, what's happening here? It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm awakened by the sound of walking on my floor, boots. So look over here at Luke. Luke is absolutely looking at the spirit. Keep watching Luke because he's going to keep looking at the spirit. And if your dogs or cats are doing this, you have spirits.
The dog is just staring. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Look at this. I heard that too. You looking at spirit, Luke? It's okay, Luke, lay down. It's okay.
Okay, I want you to watch this video if you have dogs and you might have spirits, because I'm going to explain something to you. See the brown one? The brown one is more spiritually in tune with them than the white dog is, just like humans. So they talk to Luke more, and one's going to say Spider-Man to him in this video. It's pretty cool.
As I told you before, you always have to dig deeper into someone's history, and if not someone, someplace. What if there was a body hidden somewhere under this house? Look, I always say to others, never order from that one restaurant whose name starts with the letter K and ends with the letter C, with the letter F in the middle, unless you have no other choice. But where is the scary part in all of that? What does that have to do with the next video, which is supposed to be talking about something terrifying? Well, here is the deal. Usually when you eat at that one restaurant, you end up having some stomach issue immediately afterward, to the extent that it frightens you just thinking of ordering from there again due to the experience you had to go through. That's the same feeling our guy would have had if he had made it out of the place alive. Wait, are you saying we are dealing with the missing case next? No, I was saying, let me get meal number 4. Yes, the next video is lost footage of a boy who worked hard to make his dreams come true. Are we joking again? This is a serious situation. I know, that's why I was 100% serious when I said that he made his dreams come true, because he found the key that will eventually give him access to turning on that elevator. What elevator? The one that takes you to heaven. Are you for real now? Do you think you would praise Satan your entire life, then take an elevator to go to heaven at the end? This elevator in his school was out of order for some reason, and Mike couldn't resist trying to find out where it led. After accessing it, he immediately gets to the basement, and based on his tone, it seems like he never went there before. So, what happened to Mike in there? No one really knows. After that, he ventured into the place and made sure to explore every corner. He found himself in a room full of old stuff, from floppy disks to instruments. Once he pressed a key on that piano, a sound came out of nowhere. That was his sign to escape, but while doing so, he heard loud banging on the wall, and the doors were all closed. After finally opening one of these doors, he was unconscious.
Alright, so I've been walking by this old elevator for years. On my way to class, I don't know why the light's off right now. I think turn the light on. But yeah, right here, out of order, and it really is out of order. It doesn't work when you press anything on it, but I've been wondering what's been down there for years, where it leads. There's an entrance on every floor. This is the top floor. And the reason I'm showing this is because the first time ever I think I might have a way to turn it on. It's a long shot, but recently I found a key, a ring of keys that the maintenance shop ladies pull out one of the keys here. I've got this one in my hand now, and I think it might go to the elevator machine room. It opens a lot of doors. I think it might actually be a master key, but I'm going to try to open the elevator machine room with it, and God forbid if that actually turns on this elevator, go see what's down there. Bro. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, wow, that worked. Alright. This is the elevator machine room. It sounds like only one way to be sure. Get the out of here. It's on. Second floor art, main lobby, basement? When do we have a basement? What's this? This is insane. It's tape there. The tape on the caution tape is like covered in dust on the other end. It's not even sticky anymore. Was this sort of like taped off at one point? Hold on. Does this go across? It goes right across. It's 6:50. We gotta like 6:50 something. We gotta go back at 7:30. I came all this way. I did all this, and it's not like this. Probably nothing. It's probably like construction. Unlocked and wow. Okay. Bro. It's a shoe. It's like an old shoe on the ground. This is a shoe. I had no clue this is here. It's like right under the auditorium or something. But mechanical. It's also locked. What the? Hold on. Alright. That's a little weird. Got a classroom. Oh my god. These floppy disks. It's been like 15 years since anyone's been down here. We have a music department, but it's like upstairs on the top floor now. Yeah. centipedes and the freaky noises. Yeah, this place. It's cool. I figured out what's down here. I'm going back. Alright, guys. Kidding me, man? You're serious? The door locked. The door fucking locked. Okay. Yep. Great. Stay calm. I have still the key. Hold on. It's right here. Hold on. Mechanical room. Oh, hold on. Just a chance. Me. You know what? I don't. I'd rather get in trouble with you. What the? It's stuck down. It's like locked down now. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, it's fine. I'm just under the auditorium. It's not like I'm a million miles away. Wait, what the hell was that? Okay, use my key to get out of here. The door doesn't have a keyhole on this. Great. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Jesus Christ. What the? What the fuck?
If it weren't for that final scene where he sprawled on the floor, I might have bought into the entire thing. But truth be told, that last shot shattered the illusion for me. We've grown so accustomed to these endings that we hardly take them seriously anymore. When I first watched the dude in the next video, I mistook him for something or someone else. You know, I didn't exactly know if he was a guy or not. And don't get me wrong, because I'm always tending to make people think wrongly about me. He had long painted nails, but regardless of my opinion. And before I cause mass destruction of opinions, let's see what Dustin is dealing with. Dustin works in a hotel in the Appalachian Mountains, and I believe he lives somewhere nearby. Not like near me, where I'm currently living. I meant near these mountains. These mountains are flooded with rumors and a dark history of the supernatural. Now, I'm not so sure if Dustin is personally dealing with paranormal activities, but who knows? As he would be working alone during the night because the whole crew is nowhere to be seen. Maybe they all went to sleep, or maybe they all saw Dustin videos and thought to themselves, are we doing the right thing here? Are we really working in the right place? Are we even in the right mind to act so bravely around Dustin when we clearly can't stand our ground in front of his presence? So why don't we just leave the place before night kicks in and let this hero fulfill his duty with justice and face his fears with full confidence? Where was I? Oh yeah, Dustin, during his work, he would be hearing sounds coming from the outside, some even mimicking his voice, and some begging him to let them come inside, like inside the house, nothing else. From what the security cameras have captured, which didn't capture the following, some hooded dudes can be seen lingering around outside the hotel. If these cameras couldn't capture the figure, then who did? Did you forget about Dusty?
So, it's 2 o'clock in the morning again, and I kept hearing There's a security light right over here, and it just was on, and then it went off. Oh, it just came on again. I was just trying to get me some trail mix, and
Open up. Open up. Can you help me? Hello?
hello? Guys, it's okay, so Yins can see, right? But then on this camera, there's nothing. He's just been standing there. I have the door locked, but like, what the? He's just been standing there, like, with his back towards me. I'm creeped the fuck out. I swear to God. So, people have been saying, I can't see, hold on. People have been saying for me to get cameras for the outside of my door. I did. And now, I don't, like, it seems like it's just getting worse, and I don't even want to, like, go home. I will insert the footage so you can see what I'm talking about, but I don't know what my, like, next steps are. Yeah. Open the door. So I just got home from work, and I found this on the ground. And I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like it is busted. So... what the... I'm bringing coffee back here, because I was going to dump it out. And the lights are on now. Oh, and the door is open. Okay. Hello? Okay, that's weird. What the is happening? Okay. Oh, hello.
That was rough from you, Dustin. How could you not let that person, whomever he is, get inside your cozy house? How in your heart did your sympathy grow this cold? By the way, the eerie events didn't only occur in the hotel, they even followed him home.
Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me?
Let me tell you something, you should never in your life buy anything that looks suspicious. This could be the greatest advice anyone has ever given you, I know, and I do deserve a Golden Globe Award for being so motivational. But based on what I just said, it's obvious that this should be a normal approach to any purchase you may make, and only kids could fall off of this rule. But next, we have a kid. I mean, we have a dude, a married dude, which is in itself terrifying enough of an experience. But his marriage situation isn't our main focus here, even though it plays a little part in this story. It's the doll he brought home with him the other day. Did he actually cheat on his wife, and you're referring to the girl he cheated with as a doll? You have finally unlocked the imaginative side of your brain, but I don't need it to be functioning right now. The guy merely brought a doll with him, and his wife wasn't happy about it. But why is that though? Did she get jealous of the fact that he was sleeping with the doll more often than he did with her? Are you still thinking about the girl? The doll doesn't only look suspicious, it's literally screaming, "I'm haunted and I'm proud. Don't buy me unless you're looking to break up with your wife or ruin your life in general." Which seems to have been the main ambition this guy had when he bought the doll from the local antique auction. The wife said it could be haunted, as she has been noticing random stuff on the ground or out of its place for no reason. How terrifyingly obvious. In the videos we have, we can see that whenever they leave the house, the paranormal activity kicks in. Different stuff would be moving on its own, from the toilet paper rolls to the pack of chips to whatever. During a communication session he conducted, the flashlight on the table flickered by itself, but the most scary part was the other doll he bought, which was functioning without batteries.
My wife still wants my doll out of our house because she thinks it's haunted. But the antique store said it may be a rare doll once owned by Princess Charlotte of Wales. She tragically had a stillborn child, then suddenly became ill and died. So last night I waited until my wife went to bed and tried to communicate with her. I got this doll from a local antique auction. My wife said to get rid of it because she thinks it's haunted and keeps finding random things on the floor. So I decided to leave the house for a bit and film while I was gone. My dogs were the only ones in the house. What did he see? I still don't want to get rid of her. Update on my doll Charlotte that my wife wants me to get rid of. This is what happens whenever I put her near my daughter's old Cabbage Patch doll. But that's not the weirdest part. There's no batteries. But wait, there's more. I even cut the wire to see if that would stop it. Is she causing this? I just can't get rid of her. My wife was mad I brought my haunted doll Charlotte on our family trip. I left my phone recording in the hotel room while we were out. I just couldn't leave her home alone.
Not only did he purchase a doll with a haunted appearance, which seems so unsettling that I wouldn't dare to venture to the bathroom at night while it's around, but the guy also acquired another cursed toy. I'm really fine with people doing graffiti on walls. In the end, it's really a form of art that I admire, and it's also a classic one that brings me nostalgia whenever I see it around for some reason. Would it also bring you nostalgia if you saw a graffiti in a public place of you getting it hard and deep? Why are you being aggressive? I'm just expressing my personal feelings. But I got you there. I understand that you want me to conclude this nonsense I'm saying very quickly and wrap up the story. So let's see. We have a dude who was exploring some small abandoned buildings in such a farm-like area that it looks as if zombies would invade it at any moment, and then the video would turn into a clip from The Last of Us. But here's the thing, if you twist the plot a bit in your head and use a small smudge of imagination, it could actually look like a clip from The Last of Us. The hero in this story is surprisingly an urban explorer, not a graffiti artist. So why was he drawing on these walls with his spray then? To leave his mark, I guess, since ladies could have said no to him. But after digging from one building to another, as it was getting darker, it got even darker, but not just the sky. Remember the Last of Us part? Well, not a zombie, but some dude who somehow came down from the roof of one of the buildings started chasing him down.
Wszystko ma. Wszystko ma. O kurwa.
From the get-go, how did you find yourself there? And what prompted your visit? Despite their seemingly benign appearance, such places can be downright eerie. But the lingering question is, what was that individual doing up there on the roof in the first place? Alex is a very chill type of dude. He is a man who could be the quiet kid in the classroom who has so much energy running through him, but he just won't use it. He is the leader in the army who would never scream at his soldiers, but always comes with the best strategies calmly and ends up winning the war with style. Are you going to start talking about why he is here or just compliment his attitude? Well, I did the first one, so let's get to the second one. Alex is a man who has been suffering with his girlfriend. No, wait, that's the wrong Alex. I just exposed one of my friends. Alex is someone who is dealing with paranormal activities in his house, as he makes documented videos where he talks about his day-to-day life dealing with the ghost haunting his property. Does he actually? Honestly, I'm not so sure about that. He doesn't speak English, and he talks too much during these videos, but as he talks, something unnatural always seems to happen in the background. Like what? Like his neighbors making out so aggressively that they end up breaking into his house through the wall. Just imagine. But in all seriousness, something like the microwave turning on all of a sudden or like noises in the background, which when investigated, he found that the shampoo bottles were all on the bathtub. How clearly spooky. Or sometimes, as he would be speaking in depressed mode, the door behind him would open by itself. Maybe the ghost wants to calm him down. When he sleeps, it breaks loose. How so? Well, his furniture floats and walks out of the room, or some shadow figure walks inside the room. One day, he was chilling on his bed, but noises were all around him. The light started flickering, and the other day, he came back home only to find it a mess. So scary.
Началось. Снова. Твою мать. И все бесполезно. Она уже не нужна. Она уже не нужна. Вот, и это воочию, это стрёмно. Мне кажется, их много.
I've never witnessed chair activity quite like this before. What made it so peculiar? The way the chair moved, it seemed like it was attempting to rise on its own, or as if someone beneath the table was using magical hands to flip it from below. I have never known someone who screams as much as the dude in the next video. Have you never actually? Maybe I had, but I don't remember exactly. To start things off, we have no backstory here, so don't expect me to go into details as much, as if we were expecting anything important in the first place. Regardless, Andres was investigating this abandoned hospital when he came across a room. Unlike the other rooms he went through, this one was different. It hit differently, and it made him stop in his tracks to look around and think to himself, am I doing the right thing here? Tempting people to believe that I'm actually experiencing paranormal activities when, in reality, it's all made up and fabricated. Are you talking for real? Yeah, but I was reading off of this very good book. It's called The Lost and the Watchers. When it comes to Andres, he was stopped by sounds he heard from the room right beside him on the other side. It was a medication cart that was shaking and moving. He ran, but not towards it. Obviously, he ran away from it. Did you really think he was that transparent with his audience? You fool. As he was recording himself in the mirror, asking for Maria to show up, Cassandra showed up instead. In the reflection, we could see a dark figure peeking at him from behind the closet, only for it to disappear completely. Running around the abandoned hospital, he was spooked off when a mannequin peeked at him from inside one of these rooms, or when he found a haunted doll. How did you know it was haunted? What do you call a doll that looks like a demon in a random place and disappears once you take your eyes off of it? Definitely not staged.
Kalian dan kita lebih baik tidak jadi saja, dan kita lebih baik pulang saja malam hari ini. Belum apa-apa sudah seperti itu. Yang ada di sini, Bloody Mary. Astaga, Tuhan, apa itu? Itu di belakang lemari. Ayo, astaga Tuhan, di belakang lemari ada yang ngintip. Di belakang lemari ini ada yang ngintip, guys. Ayo, di belakang lemari ini ada yang ngintip. Bayi ini gila-gila. Sampai teman guys, tempat ini serem, Cok. Demi apapun serem. Saya di sini udah mulai bau amis. Sudah, kita keluar aja ya. Kita keluar deh. Suara apa? Anjing! Ayo, kau mau kemana kau babi? Anjing! Kau mau kemana? Aduh, Biong. Berbahaya guys. Berbahaya. Kita tutup pintu aja. Kita tutup aja ya. Berbahaya guys. Apa itu? Kepalanya anjing putus, bangsat. Kepalanya dipindah anjing. Ledelnya malah noleh ke saya, Pak Dae. Cak? Guys. Cak, guys. Ini Cak. Kamu ngapain? Ini bukan tempat mainan, conge. malah noleh ke saya, babi. Ini bukan tempat mainan, Cang, ini bukan tempat mainan. Bukan di sini tempatmu, salah, anjir. Komplit di sini. Kalian yang ngacengan. Tapi tempat ini sumpah, guys. Tempat ini serem, Cok. Gak jadi, mau disembur kan? Mau disembur gak jadi, gua keluar. Cang, bodo amat.
When he went to see the figure, I was a bit suspicious that he might look to the other side, but he looked right where he should have. Good for him, but what about the rest of the activities? I have never heard of a toy named Simon before. Maybe there are a lot of Simons in the world in which we are living, and a lot of them could be being toyed with, but here I'm referring to a mere toy called Simon. Just to clarify things, it's not some dude identifying himself as a toy, it's just a toy. To make things clear, this toy is designed to generate patterns of lights and sounds for players to memorize. But these dudes took it to another level. Instead of trying to play innocently like they should have, they sold their integrity to whomever and took it to the next level. First, what you need to know is that these guys were gathering to party in the house, but boredom hit them hard, so hard that one of them was screeching off the top of his lungs. So to solve this issue, they went upstairs and decided to play with this toy. They started asking questions, trying to communicate. They were pushing this toy to its limits, and I almost felt sorry for it. Trying to see if this toy is racist or not, but lucky for them, this toy was totally innocent and answered most of the questions clearly until they brought a drawing of what looks like a dark demonic figure. Was the drawing so clear and detailed? Yeah, it was full of scrabbles, so don't take it too seriously. And in that moment, things went dark because I haven't paid my electric bill for the past 3 months. After I begged the company, they decided to give me 2 extra days so I can continue and tell you that during the video, things took a dark, scary turn. After they brought up the drawing in the conversation, an eerie, unexplainable event occurred. Knocks on the window out of nowhere. When they decided to take a closer look, it repeated itself, sending them running.
Yeah, it seems like it's just a normal mode. Dude, it was acting up earlier. Yeah, crazy.
You guys get in here.
It was all good.
Really? Hanging out in his little sister's bedroom?
Yeah, it was all good.
Right, if you guys are gonna be in here, then at least shut the door. My God.
Oh, dude, okay. It's not working. Okay, ask it a question. Ask it a question.
Okay.
No, okay, I'll go. Okay, is my shirt black? Dude, this thing is possessed, man. This thing is possessed. All right, okay, ask a question.
What color is the sky? Wait. I guess I need to ask yes or no. Is the sky blue?
No! Dude, come ask it a question.
It's probably just like broken.
Dude, get over here. Ask it a question, dude.
First of all, it's not even yours.
It's kind of exhilarating.
Dude. Yeah.
Am I black?
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, it knows, dude.
Throw
it
that
knows.
shit out.
It
Like
knows.
stuck on the green button or something.
Ask a no.
Am I a girl? Oh!
Okay, so it knows.
Dude, it knows, dude.
So
This thing's it's like one of those Ouija boards,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
It knows. Oh.
My mom played with one.
Have you guys not seen horror movies?
Oh, dude, the picture, dude. The picture.
Oh. She drew that?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, this will actually like tell.
Okay. Spirit.
Are you with us in this room?
Like 2 fingers on it or something.
Oh, dude! Oh my gosh, that's so creepy. That is so creepy, dude.
Okay, is this find that thing?
Dude, it's just on the floor, man.
Yo, are we actually haunted right now?
Dude, I'm like actually kind of scared, dude. Like, what even is that? Okay, okay. All right. Well, let's get real crazy.
I'm leaving.
Did you guys hear that from there? What?
Oh.
Window? It came from right here, yeah?
There, you guys hear that?
We're on the 2nd floor.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. All right, fine. That's enough. That's enough.
It's also important to note that this room is on the 2nd floor, which means it's not easy to access the window from the outside unless someone is standing on a ladder.
Feel crazy. Feel crazy. Feel crazy.
Let's talk about Robert and Mr. Dan. Oh man, here we go. He has already brought us back to these good old days. Back when people were regular, back when our wives were actually our wives. It was not a pay to see me just as if I were yours. Back when ghost haunting had a bitter taste and when these 2 guys were the only subjects talked about in the newspaper and the ghost haunting magazines. Wait for real this time. What are you talking about? I barely said anything, and you almost kneeled and started crying, as if you even knew who these 2 were. I didn't even say what they were doing here. You need to chill before exposing your emotions to others. But aren't they ghost haunting? Yes, but not literally. Actually, it's not very likely that they headed to this house to find some ghost, but more so that they could investigate the old house and take a deep look around. But it took a bad turn. In fact, it was such a horrifying turn that even I felt something. Did you actually get spooked, even just a little? I can't say I didn't quiver at all, but at least I was screaming of pain. That needle wasn't that pointy or sharp after all. What needle? Oh, I thought you were talking about my accident when I sat on my chair. These 2 are investigating an abandoned house that was known as the Old Willis Place and had been owned by Miss Betty Willis. The property was used for hunting and had been in the Willis family for a long time. They mentioned that the house is quite old, possibly dating back to the early 1900s, with some parts appearing older than others. After making sure to cover all the property as they were seeing what they could find under the house, they heard some footsteps coming from inside the house. They immediately went to check, but the place was as empty as my head. Even on their way out, they heard sounds coming from inside.
By the old refrigerator. Ice temp.
Ice temp. I'm thinking that this was probably built in the early 1900s, and then sometime in the 1920s, 30s maybe, it was sealed inside with, sealed inside with tongue and groove.
All right, so now that we're back at the creepy old house, let's look under it where we saw that room that looked like it had been previously divided by the board and the batten. See, these steps here are relatively modern, cinder block and brick versus the old fieldstone steps in the wall. All right, I'll give you that to hold while I crawl under there, and then I'll get it back from you when I go under there. I'll go look at it in just a minute. Look first.
You want to take the camera with you?
Yeah.
All ready.
All right, so under here, there's definitely a clear divide between this. So over here on this side, real narrow boards on the floor. Different kind of floor joists. See if I can get the spider webs out of my face. So that's a 1958 Coke bottle, right?
What is that?
Oh, that's weird. Here. That is strange. You heard that, right, Dan?
Yes, I did.
That was weird. All right, that's enough of this old house for a minute. We're gonna go look at something else.
Hello.
Sounded just like footsteps.
That's not funny.
No.
All right, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Not funny at all.
No, not cool. Not cool. I told you this place felt creepy. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I hope you guys have all right, that's it. Come on.
You can say all the goodbyes you want.
Let's go.
I'm gone.
Let's get out of here.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it this time, but for some reason, this one really got to me. I've seen far creepier videos before, but this one hit differently. It felt like I was right there with them, experiencing the activity firsthand.
So I hope you guys have
Stalkers are always a big problem. I'm sorry, I meant that they are always a big problem, and you should never consider ignoring them. They are on a threat level different from ghost hunting. Are you serious? Do you know how risky it is to live near ghosts on your property? Yeah, of course I know. I have always been surrounded by them. Maybe not in my own property, but in my life in general. Not all people can be considered friends and family members. How deep? Are you going to expose your past? Or just bring up the story of Mandy? Who is Mandy? We don't know. You should be the one telling us about her. Yeah, I know, but you were the one who brought up her name, so how are you expecting me to know anything about this? Let's put our differences aside, end this argument, destroy racism, and focus on our main target. Mandy, the lady who fears nothing but her monthly bills, and based on what I'm seeing, but right now, all I'm seeing is the script, so to be more accurate, based on what I saw, Mandy lives near the woods, someplace far away from traffic. Disneyland. No, that place is crowded with people. Mimu has been experiencing terrifying activities for the longest time. I can't define them as paranormal, nor can I identify them as humanormal. You need to ask Mandy herself what these activities identify as. We are living in a weird world right now. Based on these clips she captured, we can hear a lot of whistles and unexplainable sounds, some saying "let me in," some making weird noises, and some even demanding respect and food. That last one is actually me. The other day, Mandy was shocked to see her shed door wide open when the camera inside that room didn't spot anyone moving it. The other night, she was going to sleep, but the camera captured what looked like a full-bodied figure. But what leads me to believe that her situation is more terrifying than she anticipates is the person wearing black clothes staring at her Ring camera near the house.
And I went to lay down, and then it appears and disappears.
not sure. Can't see it on my phone. I feel like I can see something. Right, like, I cannot see it from my phone. But I was just sitting here, going to the bathroom, and there was a light in the woods. Like, right there. And the shed door is cracked open. I'm obviously not going out there to shut it. But I have a camera in the shed, and I didn't see anybody open the door from the inside. That was a lightning bug, I think. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. I don't know. I just looked outside and the shed door is open. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I was just in the bathroom like an hour ago and the door was shut. Now I'm freaked out. What the hell? I'm gonna check my cameras and see if they picked up anything.
I thought she was just mistaking these sounds for being caused by ghosts. Then I listened carefully and realized it was saying stuff, but the figure captured inside the house leads me to believe that I know nothing. How pointless. Matthew the F-boy. That's not a new superhero movie title because the F here stands for the F word. Mind-blowing. Matt has been dealing with a very unintentional problem. So, he isn't dealing with paranormal activities. Of course he is. I will get to that part. Hopefully I get to it safe. Back to Mimu. His unintentional problem started all the way back when he was born, as the first thing he said was the F word. And ever since, he has never been able to avoid saying it every couple of sentences. Even his parents sometimes call him by the F word instead of his name, and he actually reacted to them as if it was his actual real name. How over-exaggerating. Now that he has grown up and his house is haunted somehow, Matthew's problem took a little bit of a dramatic turn. Due to the activity in his house, it escalates the amount of times he curses, to the point where the so-called ghosts are now mimicking Matt's voice. The other night, Matt was begging these spirits to do the same thing they did with him before he started recording, and thank God they didn't repeat it. 'Cause the way he was asking for it, only people who want drugs so badly will be begging like that. Instead of giving him drugs. I mean, instead of repeating the same activity in front of us the idiots who are watching, they did something else. They moved the award he won for being too naughty. While Matt was home alone at night, and as he was enjoying his favorite show on TV that talks about vegan topics. How weak. He heard or saw the doors moving. Matt saw them moving, not the guy on TV. When he pressed record, it didn't work. So he pressed again, and this time it actually did work, but the ghost didn't. I mean, they didn't move the doors. Instead, they dropped something else. The lights were also flickering. There was a Jesus statue on the doll's lap.
Bro, I'm bugging the f out. That door just opened right there. And this one. Holy fuck.
December 6th runoff will take place. Now, the reason neither candidate
Home Alone again
is that there was another candidate in the race who received just over 2% of the vote. Joining me now is that candidate, Libertarian Party candidate Chase Oliver. Chase, great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I got a lot of Libertarian friends who wish that they were there, that they probably would have voted for you as well. But you got 81,000 votes, and you're the cause of...
Bro, I'm hearing like someone breathing. It's really freaking me the f out.
That's right. What does that feel like?
Well, it's nothing new if you're a Libertarian. And the truth is I didn't cause the runoff. I provided an option and an avenue for voters who are dissatisfied with the two-party system to vote outside of it.
What?
Woke up with these today. Nice. Right after the Annabelle doll fell. Woke up with this shit. Bro, and look at my nails. There's no fucking way I'm fucking doing that shit. I don't fucking know. Just happened. That was weird. But alright, tell them what just happened.
So I'm driving, I'm talking to your mom about the negative energy in your house, as I am a spiritual medium.
You just came in my house this morning, too.
Yeah, I came in your house this morning, right? And I was like a little sleepy, so I called your mom to tell her that you have a lot of negative energy in your house. It's very much built up in there, and I need to come and clear the energy, burn some sage, say some prayers to get all this negativity out of your house. So as I'm like, that's why a lot of stuff is happening to Matt, or your family. It's the negative energy there. And I said, I'll be there in 2 weeks, within 2 weeks, to burn sage. And your mom's like, oh yeah, we need it. As I'm telling her this, I got my AirPods in my ears. I'm driving. I got my phone mounted on where the vent is, right?
So, Tony, basically your phone was on your vent, like the phone holder, and then what happened?
Right. I was talking to your mom about the energy in your house, how it's so negative, and as a spiritual medium, I need to come and burn sage and say some prayers to clear out the negative energy. And my phone was mounted on my dashboard, right by the vent. And when I was explaining to your mom that the energy in your house is so negative that it needs to be cleared, all of a sudden, the traffic light that I was approaching turned red, and I slammed on my brakes so I didn't go through it, and my ladder in the back of my car came flying and came right into my phone and cracked my whole phone. I can't even open up my
So your
phone
is just decimated.
It's decimated. I can't even...
What was that? Can you make those knocks again? Oh my God. What else is new though? Because I'm home alone. You heard it too, Lucy, huh? Can you make those knocks again? Go ahead, don't be shy. All these dogs know what the f going on. Can you please make the knocks again? I'd appreciate it if you made the knocks again. One more time, please. Something. Knocks. 3 knocks. 2 knocks. Something good. Or that. Or that. Bro. That definitely just... Are you fucking kidding? Can you move that again? Holy fuck, bro. Part of me just wants to get the fuck out of here. Move it again. Come on, move it again. I know... I'm done. Okay. Guys, it's happening again. It's happening again. I just heard the loudest fucking bang. My dogs are barking. Well, they were barking. Bentley, what is it? Oh, Lucy said, fuck that. You guys definitely just saw that door. Fuck close and look at the light. Look at the light. Bro. You motherfuckers want to say that this is on like a fucking switch. This shit is not on a fucking no switch, bro. It isn't. So, I don't know. I don't know. That door definitely just shut, though. That door definitely just fucking shut. For sure. Last time, the light turned on, and the fucking sink was on. Remember that shit? I do. What was that? The fuck was that? Oh! Guys. She moved. She fucking moved. I'm watching Ghost Adventures. I'm laying on my bed. She moved, bro. It was sitting straight up, and now it fell over, bro. What the fuck? Me either, Zach. I can't even believe what I just saw. How could she have just fell over? No windows are open. The fan isn't gonna fucking push her over. I was laying on my bed watching this. She was, she was up like this, and I just literally watched in the corner of my eye go like this. If you look at my story, you will see that she was straight up. I gotta get rid of this thing.
I came to realize
I gotta get rid of this thing. I had that one crazy dream, and now I just saw it move. I think I'm crazy. I'm home alone. I'm hearing myself. I hear my own voice. I'm hearing my own voice. I'm telling you, bro. I hear my own... Listen. Listen. Bro, I'm bugging. Yo! 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 What the fuck? Yo! Who is it? Yo! I'm bugging out! What the fuck? Yo! That's my voice! What the f*** go?
I don't believe Tony was referring to the same energy as Matt, particularly with the way he kept mentioning, so I was talking to your mom. I'm not sure what he meant by your mom, Matt, but you might want to investigate further behind Tony. I'm skeptical about the phone incident. Lean Rito is a dude who lives in a haunted apartment, and I don't know if calling it an apartment is an insult or a compliment, because based on how it appears, it looks just like a tiny room with a bathroom attached to it. Why are you insulting this man? Can't you keep your opinions to yourself, even for once? Actually, I can, and that's what I will do right now. Lean Rito was once awake at night, playing with his male friend, and don't get the wrong idea. He was playing some card game. Is that a new position? What position? They were playing cards based on how they looked, writing off some numbers and stuff, only for them to hear a sound coming from the bathroom. They ventured to open the door immediately, only to find nothing. How expectedly scary. But the terror didn't stop there. As they were about to settle down, the entrance door was knocked on, followed by the dog barking and panicking like crazy, as if he were sensing the presence of some sort. This clip was creepy and all, but it's so average when you see the second one. Is it 12 inches? Are we talking about dough? Because in the second clip, Lean Rito was on his bed, assuming it was 3 a.m., the time he once mentioned to be when the paranormal activity mostly kicks in, when a bottle flipped down right in front of him. Then, he stood up to check on the bathroom, even though the activity took place in the bedroom. But it seems as if Lean Rito has a special bond with the bathroom. He opens its door only for a deodorant bottle to flip right down, followed by the broom shaking in its place. But the one shaking was Lean Rito. When the light started turning on and off, it was truly a bone-chilling scene.
Dale, boludo. Para que quiero... ¿Escucharon? Ahí... ¿Se escuchó? Para. Dale, bueno, hombre, ¿qué? No, ¿qué vas a entrar? Para, tené acá. No, para que la gente vea, pues me va a decir que... Se escuchó del baño, gente, ¿escucharon? Prende la luz, porque después me dicen que no prendo la luz y esas cosas. Está acá, muestran que está acá. Para que vean que no hay corte, no hay nada, y se escuchó. Ahora no me pueden... No hay nadie acá adentro. No, boludo, en serio. Estoy grabando. Vamos a ir jugando. Estoy grabando. Acá tengo con lo que prendo, disculpen el desorden de la cama. ¿Benja ladró? ¿Lo escucharon? Yo no lo escuchaba acá. Sí, se sintió un grito ese. Boludo, me quedé temblando, macho. Oh. La puncha de su madre. Boludo, ¿parás que se escuchó algo en el techo? Está ladrando Benja. ¿Prendo linterna? No. Benja, vení. Vení acá, Benja. Está ladrando este. No, boludo, en serio. ¿Se escuchan con el techo o no? Sí, el techo, vení. ¿A dónde la...? Vení, Benja, vení acá. No, vamos a ir jugando, no le muevo bola, boludo. Vamos adentro, Benja, vení. Vení, Benja. Vamos. Son 2:15 de la mañana. Estaba por contar que pasó una sombra caminando, sentí una presencia que pasó para el baño. Pasó una sombra para el baño. No sé si ir a revisar, se están cayendo las cosas acá. No sé si... Entró acá al baño, lo vi caminar, pero traspasó la puerta, es increíble. Muchos me dicen que grabe el espejo, pero no hay nada. No sé. Estoy grabando.
Escucha risa. ¿Qué es adentro? Es adentro. Nada acá. No sé. Ya acá se caen las cosas, ¿no? Ya no sé. Acá. Sé qué hacer, no. Se me está viendo opaco el celular. Se me está quedando como. Sí, batería celular. Se me. No puedo grabar con. Es la concha de su madre. No puedo prender. No puedo prender el cel. No me deja prender el flash acá. La concha.
I wouldn't be able to handle any of this if I were Rito. In fact, I would have been somewhere else with the dog. Heck, I may even sleep with the dog outside just to avoid staying in there. And to keep the legacy alive, we will resume the investigation we previously shared in an older video conducted by Chris. Who is Chris? Chris the man is the one guy who makes 30-minute challenge videos where he stays in abandoned, creepy places for 30 minutes while documenting his experience. Chris, who once helped you through the tough times when you couldn't sleep tight. Chris, that one man who stood up for you when you were getting bullied in the hood. You seriously forgot who Chris is. How disappointing. But if it happens that you have never had Chris in your life, then I can only pity you. Chris have returned to protect us and stand up for us again like he used to do before. No, he returned to this abandoned house where he previously conducted the 30-minute challenge inside. Back then, he was sent running out after noticing a couple of hints during the process trying to convey a message of threat, like the scissors on the door. If he couldn't stand up for himself back then, how in the world did you describe him as a protector for others? Because in the opening of the video, he made sure to tell us to stay safe during these tough times. Anyways, Chris brought Joe with him, which is supposed to be illegal since the challenge requires him to stay alone. But Joe stayed outside nonetheless. It's not very convincing so far, but it gets better. As the investigation began, a mouse was running a marathon around. It was so fast that you might mistake it for a ghost of some sort. But eventually, creepy activities occurred. Or, to be more certain, it was heard. From footsteps to heavy knocks and thuds on the second floor to the sounds of someone messing behind doors.
The hell was that thing? Did you guys see that? I just heard like a moan. I don't know if that picked that up. I swear I heard footsteps. Oh boy, I'm just gonna get that. Oh. I'm gonna head back into this back room again. I swear that I heard footsteps over here, so. If there's anything in here and you want to make yourself known, please do so. It was right over here. Joe, you over there?
Hey. Hey, what's up? Did you hear that? I didn't. Okay, now, as long as you're over there, that's fine. There's something definitely going on in here. Are you trying to speak to me? Can you knock? Can you knock like you did for Joe? Can you knock for me? Knock for me. I hear you. Sounds like I'm being taunted with. Can you run again? Oh, come on now, come on. It's the same spot. Oh. Oh, I hope this picks up on camera, guys. There's something right in this little area here. Something. Who is it? Mice, maybe? A big ass mouse. Oh, sorry. Step around this garbage. You want to run by me again? You hear the knock? Right here. Can you knock again? Oh my God, dude. Oh. I think you're just taunting with me right now. And whatever this is, whether you're Mighty Mouse or Mighty Spirit, I'm going to chalk this one up to you really creeped me out today.
And that, my friend, is the entire challenge. Actually, the original video was around 27 minutes, which is not how long it should have been, but maybe it's for the better. Why is that though? Did you see the types of activities he encountered? There wasn't enough, plus Joe being outside doesn't only give him a sense of comfort, it also surrounds the credibility of the investigation with red flags. If you weren't so sure about the video's legitimacy, why did you put it on the list? That's none of your business unless you have subscribed and watched the next video on screen.